YouFishTV is brought to you by Shimano, Bar Crusher Boats, visit barcrusher.com.au, and Robost Automotive and Marine Paints. There you go. This is Finn, this is Billy, me, and I'm Brendan Wing. And welcome to the very first episode of YouFishTV, the fishing show where we take anyone and everyone fishing, including you. That's right, we'll go anywhere we got to go. And the only goal of this show is to have hot fishing action, and it doesn't matter who brings or hosts the show, whether it be this little fella or her, or your kids at home or yourself. Anyway, the very first show, we're going to hook up with a couple of guys who are very passionate about what they do, and we're heading up to the Yarra River. Hope you enjoy the very first episode of YouFishTV, and hope there's many more like it. Go on, guys, go for a run. I know you want to go running. Let's go fishing. There we go.
What's this whippy stuff, Winger?
150 kilos, bang, broke it. G'day.
Oh yeah.
How you going, Winger?
Andy.
Andy. Hey, Tammy?
I'm not going to stand up, mate. It's cold, but it's a good day for fishing.
Thanks for having me.
No worries, mate. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, mate.
All good.
No worries. Andrew Smith. Long story short, he's been donging some lovely fish in the Yarra. Tell us a bit about it, mate. What are we chasing today?
Chasing some jewies. Been picking them up mainly off the bridge pylons and stuff. Actually got them as bycatch originally. Chasing some bream. Just using little metal lipless vibes.
The deep metal vibes.
Yep. Tiny little things about 3.5, 4 centimetres long.
Yeah,
yep.
Cool.
And then just sucking them in like bait fish.
Well, that's the goal. Jewfish. What else are we likely to catch, mate?
Look, pick up some bream. Might pick up a pinky or two. Salmon. Mullet, could get anything.
Sounds like fun, but the goal today is the mighty Mulloway, eh? And we're also fishing with Cam Whittam, obviously, aka Mr. Whippy.
No whippies on this boat, mate.
Well, mate, let's get going. Let's go.
See if we can get one.
Take us to where you fish, mate. Let's get into these jewies.
Okay, we've arrived at the first bridge we're going to fish today, and this is an example of how we're going to fish it. We want to be casting close to the structure, which is where the fish are living. And I'll just see if I can cast one along there. That's around about the mark. Just let that sink under light with the line tight, so that we can see any bumps or anything like that that may happen to happen. That's on the bottom there, the line's going loose, so we just do a lift, wind up so it drops under tight line, and it's on the bottom. Lift, tight line, and it's on the bottom. Lift, tight line, it's on the bottom. So it's just a series of hops along the edge of the pylon. Up off the bottom, these things vibrate really hard when you lift them, and when they're dropping, they're just gliding down. And that's when the fish eat them. Hopefully. All you can do is try and put a plan into place. If the plan doesn't work, so be it. That's fishing. Everyone knows that they go out and don't catch fish, but look, we're pretty confident we can catch a fish today. So this is a good fish. Fishing these metal vibes and just throwing along the pylons. We're actually here today to try and catch Mulloway, but this is What is it? It's a nice brim foul hooked. Nevertheless. Oh, it's not foul hooked. There we go. Can't get away from him, Smithy.
That's it. They follow you everywhere, mate.
That's it, mate. And a pair of pliers too, mate. So that's a nice little brim. Certainly not something that we targeted today, but we knew that we'd have a fair chance of getting one. Purely because we're fishing around structure, and brim live on structure. So, and like I say, these vibes have been just revolutionising what we've been doing. So there we go. We'll just take the hooks out of this guy and let him go. I'll just give him a measure up, just out of interest. This is the sort of quality fish you get quite often in the Yarra. So that fish, 35 centimetres total length, which is a great fish. They only have to be 26 centimetres. With the brim sort of fishing that we do, it's 32 centimetres to the fork of the tail, which is a nice little fish. Anyway, we might just grab those pliers, and as is customary with this sort of fishing that we do, we release all of our fish. That brim there is probably somewhere around about 20 years old, 18 or 20 years old. Not a big fish, and that's one of the reasons that I like to let him go, just that we make an investment in the future of what we're doing. So we'll let this guy go and see if we can catch a jewie. He's going like a good thing.
The old wingers had to throw out in the middle because the gurus over here are hogging up all the snags, but that's alright, it's all about them. But it's fascinating watching these guys cast. I can only hope to be half as good. And Cam Whittam's one of the best at it. I remember watching Cam Whittam probably about 5 years ago now at the Melbourne Boat Show, and they have like these plate-sized targets, and they're about 20 foot. Yeah, Cam, 20, 25 foot?
Oh, a little bit further than that, mate. 12 to 18 metres generally. 12
to 18 metres, alright? And they've got little casting plugs, and they have a competition for a prize at the show, and they've got to hit these plates. He was up in the final against another guru by the name of Adam Reuter, and I watched Adam have a ping, and then Camo walks up to the plate, and he goes, fire. And not only does he hit the target, but he hits the nut in the centre. Not once, but twice. In the one comp, and I remember just watching his opposition just shaking their head going, how do you beat that? Well, that's not fishing, but that sort of prepped him for what is now one of his most favourite forms of fishing, brimming with lures, and it's all about casting. So when you see this guy cast, he says there's a leaf over there or a barnacle, he takes the eye off the barnacle with the hook. He's that accurate. But it makes a difference when you're catching these fish. The fish are under the structures, and that's why we've got to cast at the structures. Oh yeah, I was within 3 metres at the time. I'm getting better.
Someone tell these barnacles they better watch out for their eyes.
The trick is you've got to keep the lure in touch with the bottom, as simple as that. And that's where the braid's really good. No stretch, you've got 100% feel at the lure, and you can keep that lure right on the bottom. And being a weighted lure, it's easy for beginners like me to have a feel of what's going on. I'm actually fishing, beginner's line here. I've got 14 pound, the other boys are fishing 6 and 8 and 10 and whatever. I'm thinking big.
You're fishing fairly agriculturally at the moment, Winger. 14 pound isn't generally your required equipment for brim.
No, but we're
especially ones at 27 centimetres like that one.
That's illegal for a comp though, isn't it?
No.
I thought they're 26.
26 to the fork.
Oh, righto. There you go. There we go, put him back.
There you go, mate. Metal vibes, Winger, you've done it. Pretty hard, isn't it?
A little blade, a little piece of metal.
Basically great food for these jewies and brim that are in the area, and you can see how close a representation of that lure is to that bait. It's basically exact same colours, similar profile, and just hope with the vibration of these lures, the jewies and the brim will track them down quite quickly, and we'll be on. Hopefully land a fish or two.
Oh, and I'm just wondering what it is. I think I know what it is. I think this is our target, boys. Matter of fact, I'm sure of it. Let's go here. Let's go easy on it and try and set it out into the middle. This is oh no! Got it.
Try and lead him upstream.
Let's grab the electric, mate. I need to concentrate on this.
Yep. Do you want to go up or down?
Just I reckon maintain the status quo for now. Popped him.
Oh. Man. You grabbed the spool.
No.
No?
That wasn't what popped him. Goodness gracious me. Well, I think you'd have to say that was a fairly decent taste of Yarra River Mulloway. If that's any indication, and I'm certainly not putting that on. Welcome to the Yarra River. There's a couple of sayings come to mind. One is like tin tacks, and you can hear that we're in Melbourne at the moment too. Tram going overhead. That fish comprehensively cleaned me up. Just popped me like a good thing, and I'd say by the look of that it's been wrapped around a pylon. I don't know if you can catch it on the camera, but it's wrapped around a pylon. I am shaking like a proverbial dog.
It's a good fish, mate.
It was a good fish. It was a very good fish.
Nice Dewey.
It was a nice fish.
Welcome to YouFishTV. Fishing with Cam Whittam,
Andy Smith.
and the place they like to fish. Well done, boys. Well, I reckon we'll get another one. We only just got here, guys. Look at him.
Well, I couldn't do anything with that fish. I could not do a thing with it.
Maybe we can step up to 10 pounds.
Goodness. It's not bad too either, Wingy. You know, you've got to consider we've only been on the water probably an hour. And Smithy, that was a good call going to this bridge.
Well, it's worked previously, and I thought we'll give it a crack again, but we'll get back in there and give it another shot.
We'll have another crack there. You know, hopefully there could be another couple of fish hanging on the bridge, and
They swim together, Jewies.
swim together. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So we should get another opportunity.
Oh, Santa Maria. I'm a shake.
Let's get one.
And I've just realised I'm doing circles. I've just hooked another Dewey. I learned from the cast before, and I've just loosened this drag off a little bit. I might just jump down the back of that boat. Oh, this fish feels quite nice. Just don't keep leading him, mate. Keep leading him, mate. Go more towards that left bank. I don't want to count any chickens, mate, because we've had this a few times where we've had these fish on. And I don't want to count any chickens, mate, but this is a nice fish. We've made a lot of casts fishing these metal vibes. Just don't go too close to that other pontoon either. He's supposed to get a sore arm. One thing we definitely don't want this fish to do is go back towards those bridge pylons, because that's where all the sharp barnacles and stuff are.
chasing him with the electric motor.
Mr. Whittam's got a sore arm here.
You want to hand it over, mate?
No, I think I'll push through.
This is what we come for.
A lot of you people sitting on your couches at home. We're just about to fall off them if we get a look at this fish. We're basically under the Nilex clock in Richmond.
Heart of Melbourne.
That's it. He's winning. I'm shaking, mate. No way.
This is the most nerve-wracking moment in Mulloway fishing. They're so hard to get a hook into. Now the trick is got to keep that hook in it. The Cam could put a lot more pressure on the fish, but we're fishing very light line, very small hooks. We're just a gram too much pressure on them, the hook pulls out. You've got leader. Hopefully we can net him right in front of the camera.
We did have leader. He's done the usual Dewey thing, mate.
It's Sunday, first week of July. Melbourne Boat Show is running as we speak. If we get this fish in the boat, it's going in the live well, we're going to take it up and show the guys at the boat show. I've got a mate in there, Charlie Micallef. He's in there talking the walk. We're out there walking the walk. And soon we'll let him come and do his fishing paparazzi thing and take some photos for us. My heart's pounding. This is awesome. And this is how YouFishTV works. We come out and see what you do best. And Cam Whittam is one of the best in this sort of fishing.
I love it.
Watching him cast is just amazing. You know, he can put the lure within, 6 inches of a pylon, let that little thing flutter down to the bottom, then jig, 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 and bang. Been on this fish, 20 minutes already. I'll tell you what it isn't. It isn't a ray. It isn't a brim. It's a secret silver, the mighty Melbourne Mulloway. And it doesn't get any more Melbourne than that. Look, I'm not on the rod and I haven't seen what they fight like in here, but if this was me in Western Bull catching my beloved Mulloway, a fight like this is a 8 or 9 or even 10 kilo fish. Like I said, I don't know. It could be a 6, could be a 5. But haven't they got some stamina?
I'm basically just running this as a hand drag at the moment. Got a fairly loose drag setting. And when the fish needs to go, I'm giving it the drag that it requires. Just trying to keep pressure on. That's all.
We've got quite an audience. All the guys that run up and down there every day in their boats have actually seen one of these brim lure flickers hooked up to a fish, and a good look at that. I believe we have leader, Cam.
We have leader again, but mate, this fish doesn't feel ready. It feels like a real lump of a fish. Mr. Wingy.
Give me a gunner.
Mate, that is a gun of a fish.
Oh mate, that is
Wicked.
ready to have a look at this. It is
You better go widescreen, mate.
9 kilos of Mulloway. Have a look at this.
Yeah.
That's some angling, boys. That's some quality angling.
Mate, I reckon winger that'd be about the first Jewy that I know of that's been caught on film in the Yarra, mate. What's the trick?
When we come for that.
Right on, thanks mate, thanks for putting some of these fish.
Some good ones to get one, boys. That's great.
There we go.
You dare drop that shit.
There we go.
What's your estimate, 9 kilo?
Yep.
20 pound.
Yep, 22 pound, thereabouts. Maybe even a bit better, maybe 22 pound. That's quality, Cam Whittam. That is quality, mate.
Well, how about you hold him there, winger?
Get him in the live well. We've got the live well full of water.
I was just going to show, just in front of the fish, this is what that fish ate. So it's not, you don't need to have a huge lure to catch these fish. Anyway, we'll put this fish in the well and we might get a little bit of footage of him later and have a bit of a talk about it.
Got to get water flushing over these gills. Let's go, boys.
This fish here is a fish of a lifetime for lots of people. Certainly my personal best Mulloway on a lure.
Gills are pumping beautiful.
Yeah, we've had this fish in the live well of my boat. I've got a tournament fishing boat, as you can see, and I've got a fairly big live well, so we've had this fish in there recuperating. After, you know, with the light line we're using, it takes a fair while for the fight, so just trying to release this guy.
Now, ordinarily we'd love to eat a fish like this, but it's in the Yarra and we're not so sure about doing that.
Yep, there you go.
Well. And how about that? Just cruised off into the depths to fight another day. It's not every day you see a fish of that calibre caught in winter in Victoria on a lure that big, especially under the skyscrapers of Melbourne. It's pretty insane stuff. And it was some top angling skills and a big effort to release that fish, mate. Not a lot of people would do it, but you know what? We believe in it. And like we said earlier, the fish in here aren't the best eating fish in the world, mate. So how does it feel now that you've PB'd and actually let a fish like that swim away, mate?
Yeah, awesome day, mate. Look, really, it's just a plan coming together. You try and put yourself in the right place at the right time, using the right equipment, with the right people, the right information. And look, we had a couple of chances that didn't quite stick, but mate, in a way, I'm glad they didn't, because they might have scared that 10 kilo fish away.
That's right. Well, mate, Andy, honour to fish with you, mate. Thank you very much for showing us where you fish.
It's good.
Thanks,
Andy. If you
what a guy!
stick at it,
what a guy!
Stick at it and plug away, and results come.
And showing us how you fish, mate.
That's it.
Where and how. There you go. What a way to round out the first ever YouFishTV episode. And that's what you've got to look forward to every week. Someone new, someone fresh, like these boys, showing us what they do, what you do. And as we always say, the best fishing spot in the world is the one where you fish. See you next week. Well done, boys.
Develop a new type of camera.
Oh my God.
Barnacle vision.
We had to have a bit of cutaway. Then there was one of those humorous moments. I thought I'd heard and seen it all when I saw the one-eyed dog Panchanga. Seriously. Oh, this is barnacles. Stop thinking about it. That's barnacles. Oh, the one-eyed dog Panchanga. Let's do a bit of this.
Well, folks,
Wagons.
Oh!